Hey, what's up, Primetime Squad? How is everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful week, a wonderful Tuesday, and I hope wherever you are that you are warm because it is freezing cold today. I think it's about, I want to say probably 22, maybe 22 degrees right now. When I left work, it was probably like 23 degrees, and that was about an hour or so ago. So, yeah, it's really chilly out here now. So, again, if you are in the Midwest or anywhere where it's cold right now, I hope you are staying warm, child, because it is cold. It is winter. It is winter. But anyway, you guys come on in, Primetime Squad. Make sure y'all represent, hit the like button, share the live if you can, if you would like to, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed to the Primetime Squad. Please and thank you very much. Thank you so kindly. And don't be scared to come out these bushes. I know some of y'all be lurking in the bushes. Some of y'all be watching, in the bushes, in the trees. Feel free to come on down in the chat and holler at me in the chat. What we're going to be discussing tonight is Married to Medicine, Season 7, Episode 9. And it's on a break this week, so they're like having a little 2-week hiatus right now. So the next time it comes on, it won't be until the 17th. So we're reviewing the show that came on the 3rd. So we're a few days behind, but we here. But anywho, y'all, of course, let me know how you felt about the last episode or anything that I talk about, any of the characters. Please let me know how you feel, about anything that we talk about tonight. Just hit me up in the chat. One thing I want to say is finally, no drama per se. Like the last, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes, it has been like some really heated moments, some really tense moments, even when Dr. Jackie thought that she would do a good thing by taking all the ladies down to Savannah and having, like this revival. She called it like this female bonding girlfriend revival type, celebration or event or whatnot. It was going okay. For the most part, it was going okay. But then, it quickly took a left turn. And then, The same two people who have been constantly at each other's throats for like the last few seasons. Quad, you know, I need to know how y'all feel about this. Quad and Mariah, and especially after Mariah and Toya even let Dr. Heavenly have the medical records, the drug test, when they tried to let her, in on the results, I'm kind of confused. I'm really kind of confused as far as I know it seemed like some of these ladies are choosing sides and some of them are trying not to choose sides. They're trying to just trying to be neutral in a sense, trying to be totally neutral. But like Jackie, I don't know. Out of all people, I kind of felt like Jackie would have been open to finding out the results of Mariah's drug test. They didn't only check urine, they checked her follicles, they checked her fingernails, they checked her urine, they checked her blood, they checked, any possible way that you can be checked to see if you're on any type of drug that is not, medically prescribed to you for some kind of condition. They did that in that drug test. And I need to know from you who, tune into this show every week or for the last, 7 seasons. Do you really think that Quad might have been mistaken? Like, I'm no drug testing expert or anything like that, but I did hear where Toya's man was like, you know what? Even guys who are in fights, guys who are in, like in boxing or things like that, who might not have had a fight, in a year or 2 or 3, when they do like their drug testing and stuff, they test their hair, they test everything. And it goes all the way back to like 5-10 years. And I don't know. It's like at first, before the test results came back, I'm thinking, why would Quad lie? Why would she lie? And then, some people might be like, well, she lying because of the simple fact that Mariah's sister, was making accusations that she was messing around with her husband. It's a lot of stuff that happened between these ladies, over the past 7 seasons. And so a lot of people might be like, well, that's just retaliation. Quad said that, to get back at her or whatnot, because of some things Mariah might have said about her. But I really, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I was like, why would Quad lie? Why, if you walk up on somebody and they doing something, some lines is on the glass and they got something scooping it up, and come on now, everybody know what drugs look like. Everybody know what drugs look like. So people were asking Quad, like, are you sure? Are you positive that she, and Quad, she keeps reiterating, I know what drugs look like. I know what I saw. You're not going to make me take back and say I didn't see what I actually saw. So with the paperwork coming back, this is medical records. As far as I know, it's not doctored or anything like that. It's not fake. But it's proven that she hasn't done anything in like 5 or more years. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say Quad is making this all up. I would hate to say that, but what if it was something there and maybe somebody else was involved, somebody else was doing something, and because Quad saw it, she might have assumed that so was Mariah. And I don't know, y'all let me know what y'all think. But this has been like an issue between the ladies, and it's not only affecting those ladies, but it's affecting the whole group, the whole entire group. And now Mariah, she's feeling some type of way because the other people is not having her back. They're not having her back. And it's like, I kind of get where I kind of get where Heavenly is coming from. Heavenly is kind of like, you know what, if my friend, said they didn't do this, then, you have to believe your friend without solid proof. I think right now, I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I would accept that. Okay, we got proof. They done tested her hair. They cut out a huge strand of her hair. I mean, the girl had a bald spot in the top of her head. They cut out her hair. Like, they didn't just cut like from here. Like, they didn't cut. They took like a piece from here and they cut the whole strand. They cut her hair and everything just to do a drug test. So me personally, I would be like, okay, she ain't doing drugs. We ain't got no hardcore proof. But Quad, I think the fact that she's been saying this for so long and they've been beefing for so long, and then all the other things that Quad has been, going through and everything just kind of escalated. I don't think she would ever even try to apologize or even say, I might have been mistaken. Maybe she really truly believes that she saw what she saw, and maybe this isn't some type of revenge slander type of thing just doing just to get back at Mariah. But again, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Contessa and her husband, I thought, like, out of all the relationships, when they first started on the show, some seasons ago, I thought they probably had the most, probably next to, I don't know, because besides Simone and besides Dr. Jackie, I think the other ones pretty much had a stable relationship, stable marriage. And I don't know if y'all can recall me saying this, but some episodes back when I was doing a review on the show, I had said, I'm not used to this. We're not used to this. This season, we are not used to them two having so many arguments and so many disputes and so many disagreements. And then the fact that she quit school, Contessa quit school, she's like, okay, you won. I wish that sometimes I could just get what I want. And how she said, if the shoes was on the other feet and her husband was in school, out of town, a couple of hours away, they would have made it work. But that's usually how it always goes. Women, we make it work. Women, if our man has to work out of town, if he's on the road, if he's a truck driver, if he's, a traveling doctor, whatever, play sports, NBA, football, whatever, you home, you with the kids, even if you work a 9 to 5 or a 9 to 9, like some of us do, including me. I got like 2, 3, 4. But anyway, you make it work. You at home as much as possible, feeding the children, checking the schoolwork, going to the meetings as many as possible, and their athletic activities, just doing everything. But when it comes down to men, I don't know. Unless you one of those men who is a what would you call it? Stay-at-home dad. If you ain't no stay-at-home dad, they usually have some difficulty staying at home with the children, full time, while the wife is on the road or in and out of town on the assignments or jobs or school or whatnot. And I think in her situation, I think her husband was just so used to her being there, for all those years with their children. And it was crazy because I think they didn't really have a conversation that they probably should have before she started college. She done said over and over again, you had the opportunity to say, no, I don't agree to this. I don't agree to you going out of town. I don't agree to you being gone through the week and only home on the weekends, when your classes is over for the week. I don't agree. It was like, I don't think they had the kind of conversation that they should have, but I think he was kind of like, okay, she wants this. She's done this so much for the family. She's, helped raise the kids and she's the main, caregiver in the family. And men don't want to crash and crush our dreams sometime. But instead of not want to crush our dreams sometime, they don't want to put their foot down and say no. They kind of like, okay, if I say no, then this is going to blow over, and then she's going to hate me, and then she's going to be pissed at me, and then she's going to, da 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 da. And it's going to spiral, out of control. But in this situation, because they didn't have a conversation that they should have had before she even enrolled in college, out of town, because they did not have that conversation, and then she quit, it still was like the same effect, because it's like he still crushed her dreams, and that's how he's feeling like, I didn't tell you to stop. I didn't tell you to withdraw. I didn't tell you to come back home. But in a way, it's like he didn't have to say it, not verbally. He was saying it in every other way. He was saying it, physically, emotionally, visually. I mean, when they said that they haven't been having relations like that, and she got them new breastises. Y'all know last season she got those new breastises. I mean, all that she went through, or was that earlier this season? Was it earlier this season or last season? I can't remember. But she got them new breastises and everything. I mean, and they not having no type of relations even after she quit school and everything. Yeah. Y'all need some counseling. Y'all really do need some counseling, because before this college thing, before her, trying to expand her career, or, venture into other different areas of medicine, it seemed like they was cool. At least out in the open to us, it seemed like they was cool. And I think y'all would agree with that. But we shall see what's going to happen with this therapy next episode. The next show comes on the 17th. And it's going to show them, appearing, with a counselor. So we shall see how this goes. What was I going to say? Heavenly. Okay. Because not a lot happened this season. I mean, this episode. So I'm kind of conjoining or kind of merging last episode, episode 8. I'm kind of merging that with episode 9. So, like last episode, what's the last episode? Oh, okay. The episode where, okay. It seemed like out of all the husbands whose wives attended Toya's sipping paint event, when she actually had real models, real male models, for them to paint. Out of all the husbands, it seems like Heavenly husband was the most upset, regarding the fact that, the guys who were there, they weren't just models just standing there holding some fruit. They were not just standing there posing, voguing or anything like that. They were actually galloping around the room, dancing around the room. You saw that one when he put his plump, bullicious butt talks on the table, and he was spreading them. He was like, you got a good look? You got a good look? Can you paint that? Can you paint that? And then the one that picked up Heavenly. Now, I think what Mariah did, as far as took the picture, when that young stud, what did my grandma call him? My grandma, rest in peace. She would call them young men, young strapping young men. Strapping young men. That's what she would always call the boys in the family, the young ones. Like if we were to ask them, go do this, or go take out the trash, or go move the table, or if we were having a get together or gathering, go outside and clean up, whatever, things that boys or guys should do. And she'd be like, oh, y'all just some young and strapping men. Y'all shouldn't be tired going out there, do what we asked y'all to do. Them was some young, strapping, strong young men. Mm, mm, with beautiful masculine bodies. But her husband was like the most upset. Like, and then he was like, when he found out that she was being held up in the air by one of them when they didn't have no clothes on. I was like, hold up. He was upset. He was like, okay, we're gonna do this and we're gonna have a paint party and we're gonna have women and we're gonna have strippers and we're gonna have them, let us paint them, with no clothes on. Do y'all think that'd be fair? Um, I think it would be fair if they did do that. I think the ladies shouldn't have no problem with that, even though Heavenly's husband was like, I understand you didn't know what you was walking up into or walking up upon, but you didn't leave. Like, none of y'all left. Y'all saw all them bodies and them muscles and them abs and them tight cheeks and y'all stayed and y'all painted, even though Heavenly painted a cross. Oh my God, Heavenly, she painted a cross. Everybody else, I mean, and it's like the other husbands, they didn't seem to have like as much as a big say so about what had happened. But I was just like, I don't know, as open and as wild as Heavenly seems, it would have seemed like maybe her husband, wouldn't have so many issues with that or whatnot. But y'all let me know. I don't know in the future during this season if they're going to have their own men's sipping paint or, whatever, to kind of not get back at the ladies, but maybe try to let them know exactly how it feels. But I don't think the ladies will be upset. I don't think Toya would be upset. I don't think Jackie would be upset. I don't think Mariah would be upset. Quad, she ain't got no man. So she ain't gonna be upset. And speaking of Quad, okay, this last episode, I can't stand Heavenly sometimes. How you okay, what do you call those events where you show up and you hop from table to table speaking to a different man for a few minutes, and I can't forget what it's called, something dating. I can't forget what it's called, but she had two men show up at almost the same time for Quad. Really though? And then the first one, I was like, oh, he alright, he look okay, he alright, he a little on the thin side, but he alright. But then when he started talking about, like, dude, you is 47 years old and you got a 1-year-old? Heck no. That means for like the next 20 years till you almost 70 years old, we gonna be at basketball games, football, parent teacher conference, all that. And all that isn't so bad, I guess, if you wouldn't add on top of that he got baby mama drama. Like, you is 47 years old, you got a 1-year-old child, and you talking about you got baby mama drama, talking about he's never been in this situation, this is like the worst thing he's ever had to go through. His baby mother or whatever, I guess they having some issues and she won't let him see the baby or whatnot. And I'm like, you almost 50 years old and you can't see your child. You got baby mama drama. Oh no. I understand Quad. I understand 100%. I don't care how good he would have looked, how much money he would have made. You almost 50 years old and you starting over with a child. A 1-year-old child. I'm not, nope. Nope. I'm too old to be trying to. Nope. We can be friends. We can be friends, but I'm sorry. I don't want to date anybody anybody who got some toddlers running around in Pampers. I can't even remember the last time I changed a pamper or a diaper or used a baby wipe, or I probably wouldn't even know how to do the baby child. Poor child be pamper on backwards. I mean, no, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I didn't raise my children. I didn't and it's a lot of men out here having babies all late and stuff. They 40s and 50s out here having young kids, and then it's not working out with their baby mama, and then they want to start all over with somebody else. No, when you that old, you almost 50 in your 60s, you need to work that out. I'm so serious. You need, because when you get in that age, you almost close to retirement and you still paying child support. So if we do hook up, we get married and all that kind of stuff, your income, our income, all this. I'm trying to retire. I'm trying to travel. I'm trying to be like on somebody's island every few months. You know what I'm saying? Just traveling. Shoot, we can get a doggone camper, be on the highways and byways every other weekend. I'm not trying to be babysitting no kids and changing no pampers and waking up in the middle of the night at like 40, 50, 60. So, nah, you can have that, bro. You can have that. Then the other man, when he came in, the first guy, he didn't expect, I had to put my drink down. He didn't expect another man to come in. And of course, the other guy didn't expect another man to be there. I'm like, Heavenly, for real? You didn't tell Quad that you was inviting two gentlemen suitors, two prospects to the restaurant. And on top of that, you didn't tell either one of the guys that there was going to be some competition there. But y'all know Heavenly is messy. Heavenly is all of messy. All of messy. But anyway, the first guy, Henry, the 47-year-old, when he got up from the table, because Quad was like, I can't do this, Heavenly. You done brought two men up here to see me in the restaurant at the same time. Quad was like, I can't do this. She got up and walked to the bathroom. And when Henry followed her to the bathroom, I was like, no, he didn't. He talking about, I'm just that kind of person. I'm just strong-willed, or I can't remember exactly what he said, but he followed her into the bathroom and told the other lady in there, excuse me, can we have a moment, please? Can I just borrow her for a minute, please? Like, you couldn't wait till she come out the bathroom? I mean, how rude and intrusive. If some man would have followed me up into a bathroom, I don't know how Quad felt, but I would have felt maybe a little, I don't know. I wouldn't have panicked because I always keep something on me. He would have got maced. He would have got sprayed. He would have got sprayed if anything had went down in the bathroom. Like, for real. But still, you don't know what could have been going on in that bathroom. She could have been fixing her pantyhose, pulling her undies out of her. I mean, fixing her bra, anything, ladies do all kind of stuff in the bathroom, okay? All kind of stuff. And he just walked up in the bathroom. Now, I'm glad Heavenly has sense enough to follow him in the bathroom. She was sitting there with the other guy, Mr. Wakefield, or should I say Dr. Wakefield, who was a dentist. And she was sitting there like, hold up. He just went in the bathroom. Let me go see what's going on. And Heavenly went to the bathroom to make sure everything was okay. Because you don't never know. She don't know that man from Adam. Quad don't know that man for Adam. And he followed her up in the bathroom, in the stall, talking about he wanted to see her one more time. Like, you could not wait a few minutes till she came out the bathroom. That would have been, Quad said, nope. After both of the men left, Heavenly asked her, now, which one were you more interested in? She was like, neither. And Dr. Heavenly, she was trying to make it seem like Dr. Wakefield had some doubt, like he had some skrilla, he had some money, and she was still like, no. The first one, he he got a 1 year old. He followed me into the bathroom. He got baby mama drama. No. The second one, Dr. Wakefield, he's a dentist. He has a stable career. He has a career, not a job. He has a career. But he's divorced with 2 kids. He got some money and everything. But the reason why he left his wife was because she wasn't ambitious enough. I don't know. Maybe she wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. Maybe she wasn't interested in working on 9 to 5. So you just leave your wife like that because she ain't got. She might not want to be out there in the field in medicine like you are. I don't know about all that. But I think she made the right decision. Hold on one second. Okay, my son just got home. I don't know if y'all heard, but the alarm went off. Always when the kids come walking through the door when they getting off of work or out of school or something, I always make sure I tell them that I'm live so they don't bust up in here or anything. But anywho, I think Quad made the right decision for now. She'll find a gentleman caller eventually. Quad, it's a few things that I'll be giving her a side eye about, but overall, I think Quad, I think she's very beautiful. I think she's a very beautiful black woman. I think she has a bright future as far as all the things that she's doing, with her on the TV shows, with her on the talk shows, with her in this cookbook, which I am going to try. Her cookbook came out and she had like a cookbook signing party, a book signing party combined with her birthday party. And I went on Amazon and I looked up her book, and it has some of the recipes that was in there, in the book, for you to see, you can flip through some of the pages or whatnot. And I was like, I need to try this book. Now, one thing I did read from some of the reviews on the book, this was on Amazon. Some of the reviews said stuff like, oh, I've been making these recipes since I was 11. Or, I'm from the South. I'm from Mississippi. And a lot of these recipes in this book, a lot of people probably already know, how to make or know the recipes. But they said it's nice that she has it presented, in a book so that, other people who are not like from the South, could be able to make these recipes at home. Excuse me. But some of them recipes I was looking at like, yeah, I would like to try that one. I would like to try that one. And some of the recipes I was like, oh yeah, I done made those before. But sometimes when it gets to these recipes, sometimes, just somebody twerking something just a little bit, might make a big difference, as far as taste and everything. And one of the things that I definitely wanted to try in the cookbook, I saw some what was it? Oh God, let me think. Hush puppies. It was I love me some hush puppies, and I make them homemade sometimes for my children. I make them homemade sometimes, some hush puppies. But when I saw like the ingredients and how she got like a kick to them, like a spice to them, so put some jalapenos and all kind of other stuff in there. I was like, yes, I need to try this cookbook. Y'all know I like to cook. I'm a baker. I'm a personal custom cake decorator, so I love to bake. I love to cook. Make desserts and all that. So I'm gonna support her on this little cookbook. I'm gonna buy her little cookbook, and I'm, sure some other things in there that I'm, might want to try and whatnot. But yeah, I applaud her for doing her thing, especially after this divorce, that she's been going through for the last like season or so. But anyway, um, as far as her and Heavenly though, I mean not Heavenly, but Mariah, as far as Quad and Mariah goes, I don't know. I can't even see them working. Every time it seems like there's a possibility. Like when they were on the trip to Savannah and they were at the church and Quad stood up, and it'd be so many moments when Quad, she'll say something, be teary-eyed. Mariah will say something to be teary-eyed and choked up. And I just be thinking, they gonna apologize, they gonna hug, they gonna love on each other, they gonna, work it out. And like when they was in the church and Quad was like, I'm so glad, everything I've been through, and you guys see the real me, my naked heart, my naked mind, and I'm up here listening to her like, what is you talking about, Quad? You in the middle of a church, one of the oldest churches in the world, in the United States. I mean, one of the oldest Southern churches in the United States, and she talking about my naked me, my naked soul, my naked body, my naked they all up there looking at her like, Quad, if you don't sit your butt down somewhere. But when she started getting emotional, that was just like one of those moments where I'm like, okay, she's gonna get emotional, then Mariah's gonna get emotional, then they're gonna work it out. But I don't think they will ever work it out until Quad apologizes sincerely for the drug accusation. Now, of course, we don't know. We honestly don't know if Mariah was doing hard drugs. We don't know that. All I can go by is this test that, again, I'm going to say we don't know if it's doctored or not, but I'm assuming it's not doctored. I'm just going to assume that she took a real test, and she passed it with flying colors. And the tests go back, when they use your hair, your follicles, your fingernails, all that kind of stuff. Them tests go back 5 years plus some. That's all we can go by right now. So, I think, I don't know. I wish they could work it out. I really do wish they could work it out, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And am I frozen? Let me close. Okay, I am back. I closed out and came back in because I think I was frozen. A little bit. And that's why with this StreamYard, a lot of people, is like, I'm not upgrading with this StreamYard live system streaming thing because of it freezing and doing things like that. And I just really honestly noticed it doing it more and more over the last week or so. But anywho, we're going to make it do what it do for this evening. But yes, so please, you guys, let me know what you think about Quad and Mariah. And what you think about Contessa and her husband. Toya, her house, beautiful, 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 beautiful. That house is the 2-story closet. The house is gorgeous. I'm so glad for her and her husband that they finally get their dream home. They had went through their issues where they had owed the tax man. They weren't paying their taxes. They lost their house, had to sell their house, had to move into some rentals. And then finally got their credit back good, paid off all their debts. And it was a long process. and a lot of scrutiny, from them losing their house and being in trouble with the I to the R to the S with Uncle Sam. But they finally they in their dream home with their children. Their children still young enough where they can feel like, this is my childhood home, which is what Toya really wanted, was like for her children to be able to have that childhood home experience, that one home that they grew up, the home that they can come back to, when they grow up, when they off to college, when they end up having their families. Everybody wants that home that their children can come back home to. So I'm glad that, proud of them guys for getting their act together. Mainly Toya. Cough, cough. Mainly Toya. Toya has been on a budget for so long because Toya, boy, she was like shop, 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 shop. I mean, Miss Bougie. I call Toya Miss Bougetto. Bougetto. I call myself that sometimes too. It's like I ain't as rich as these people now. I ain't got no Married to Medicine TV show money and all that kind of stuff. I ain't married to no doctor, and I ain't no doctor. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You grow up in the hood, but you still like nice things. You still like to buy nice things. You still like to go nice places, take trips and all that. All the kind of stuff. But if anything pops off, that bougie goes to Bougetto real quick in a matter of like 2.5 seconds. But yeah, Toya, that's what she reminds me of. And I'm telling y'all, I am so proud of Toya because I can truly see her growth. Like that incident with her and Jocelyn a couple, episodes back with her and Jocelyn. When Jocelyn had approached her and was talking about her business and her bankruptcy and her staying at home and not working and, having problems with their taxes and all that kind of stuff. I applaud Toya because I ain't gonna lie. Jocelyn might be this big old reality star try to be rapper or whatever, she's trying to be. Stevie J, we all know her from the Love and Hip Hops and all that kind of stuff. But she just walked away. Toya just walked away. I don't know if I could have done that. I don't know if I could have just walked away from Jocelyn. I don't care how famous she is or how unfamous I am. But I'm like, she had no reason to talk to Toya like that. And then to cuss her man out too and call Toya a hoe in front of her man, her husband. I was like, what? And then Buffy, I kind of get where Toya was like, I'm not cool. I don't want Buffy at my party. I don't want her at my birthday. I want my close, intimate fans, people who really care about me, and appreciate me. I would have been, I don't know how y'all feel. I would have been pissed. Who was that, Simone? That was Simone who brought Buffy to the party. I would have been pissed. I was like, security, top flight, where y'all at? Security? Because nope. First of all, and Buffy wasn't, we can't blame her for what Jocelyn did. But the simple fact that she was like Toya said, you can't pay for other people's, behaviors or their mistakes or things like that. She tried to say, I'll buy you. And Buffy, she got all kind of money. I mean, she got wealthy. She got old money, passed on down from her grandparents and great grandparents or grandparents or whatnot. And she up there talking about, I can let me get you a spa day. Let me pay for you a spa day. Toya's like, I can get my own spa day. Your homegirl disrespected me in front of everybody on a national TV show. And I think she told Jocelyn, calm down. That's my friend. You're my friend. And I love you. And that was like it. And then she goes to Toya and tells her, oh, let me sponsor you a spa day. Toya was like, girl, bye. But anyway, she let her, come to her party, and she's been around them ever since. But no, we would have had a situation because, first of all, I'm not going to let none of my friends disrespect somebody else that I'm friends with like that. like that. Like that was so disrespectful, calling you a hoe and all this kind of stuff. She ain't had no reason to call Toy no hoe. As far as I know, Toy only giving her cookies to her husband all through these seasons. So I'm like, if she's a hoe, we need to know something. Somebody keeping something from us if Toy is a hoe. But yeah, I think Jocelyn, she was wrong for what she said. And I think Buffy should have done more. Like, you're my homegirl. We still gonna be cool and everything, but I'm gonna expect you to apologize to her for your behavior. We ain't on no love and hip hop. Like, not like the only people who be getting out of line is on love and hip hop, but y'all know what I'm saying. Shoot. I thought that was so disrespectful. And I'm telling you, me personally, I would have had an issue. Like, don't come to none of my parties now. We might have to, for the TV show's sake, for the sake of the TV show, we might have to meet up in different locations and different scenes and all that kind of stuff. But you ain't coming to my crib. You ain't coming to my party, my birthday party, my children's party, my anniversary, my picnic, my barbecue. You ain't coming to nothing unless you have your friend apologize for disrespecting me, because I came to your house. I wasn't disrespectful to nobody at your house, but you had a friend who totally disrespected me and made me feel like I had to leave your house. So that's just how I feel now. Y'all might disagree, but y'all can put it in the chat. Let me know how y'all feel. But anyway, as far as this episode goes, I'm looking forward to next episode. For as far as like Contessa and her husband, to see, if therapy is really going to help them get back on track, because I love them as a couple. I really wish that she could have finished school. I know that she said Nashville was like the best place for her to further her college, her studies, but maybe she can do something like online or find something local that may not be as best or as great as the other place that she was going, so she can, continue her education into different areas of medicine. And as far as the fellas, I'm looking forward to seeing if they're going to go out and have their little, they little night. And not try to get revenge on the women for what they did, but try to, tell them, yeah, y'all can have fun. We can too. We can too. And as far as the last thing that I wanted to discuss before I wrap this up, how long we been on here? 47 minutes. Okay, this is gonna take a few more minutes longer. Heavenly's daughter. I don't know why I be feeling some type of way about that little girl. I don't know why. But every time Heavenly tries to talk to her, have a discussion with her, she's like, Mommy, why you in my room? Mommy, why you, Mommy? I'm like, oh my God, that would drive me insane. If I walked in my child's room and the whole time, every time, Mommy, why are you in here? Mommy, get out my room. Mommy. I'm like, Heavenly, for real? Girl, I couldn't do it. Oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus. I didn't have no daughters. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't have no daughters. I mean, I got young men, and, as they got older, one of them is grown now. The other one just turned 18. He's in college, most of you already know that. But once they start getting older, like, teenagers and becoming like, a man, young man, I'll be like, I'm coming in. Is it clear? Is your room clean? Homework done? All that. Ain't no, Mama, what you doing in my room? Mama, get out of my room. Mama. Are you serious? Who pays the cost to be the entire whole boss? Moi. Me. You ain't about to tell me not to come in your room. You ain't about to tell me what time of the day to come in your room. I show my respect as y'all are grown men, turning into men, young boys turning boys to men. You know what I mean? And there's certain things that I don't want to see. So of course I'm gonna knock. Is coast clear? I'm coming in. I'm coming in. But her daughter be getting on my nerves with that. Mommy, why you in my room? Mommy, get out my room. Mommy. I'm like, Heavenly, girl. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. And I know that's their only child and everything. So, and I know Heavenly, you know, she always mentioned how when she was growing up, she didn't really have no freedom. She was always stuck in the house. Her mom always kept her cooped up in the house. She had a bedroom with no window. Her mom was really, really strict. So I get it. I get it. My mom was really, 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 really strict too. But I made sure that I didn't raise my sons like that. I let them have some sort of life outside of home. I might have been like really protective, overprotective, like I'm that mama who what you got a problem with who the teacher, what, ring ring, principal, we need to talk, I'm coming up to the school, you know, kids in the neighborhood, parents in the neighborhood, you know, I'm just that, always been that type of mom. But I made sure that I allowed them a little more freedom than what I had when I was growing up, because my mom was like, ooh, she was all hovering all the time. And then when I got to be a teenager, I was like, I found every possible reason to get out of the house as much as possible. But yeah, so I get not wanting to be like, you know, as strict as some of our old school parents are, you know, with our new school children. But I don't know. Her daughter trip. Her daughter's a whole trip. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you enjoyed Married to Medicine, the last episode. Again, they are on a hiatus this week. So the next show doesn't come on until the 17th. What's today? The 12th? So we got like 5 more days to the next show come on. Tonight, Empire did come on. I'm going to review Empire tomorrow. So make sure you have the notification bell, because we are going to get into Empire tomorrow and do that, you know, in a live review tomorrow night on this channel right here. So anyway, make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you share the video if you can, if you want, no pressure. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed to my channel. Please and thank you very kindly. And as usual, Primetime Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.